Hello. So what I'm doing today is an update on the running electrical costs on my inflatable hot tub, and just seeing kind of tracking where the bill's going from one month to the next. So with month 2, it increased $11.29. Now that said, however, most of that can be attributed to the fact that my home air conditioning unit has been running a fair bit more this month because it's been hotter in my area. The night temperatures have been down in probably the 60 to 65 degree Fahrenheit range, and the peak temperatures during the day have been up to about 90 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. So pretty warm, all things considered. Now, there have been a couple of other differences as well. This month, there was an additional 3 days or so on this billing cycle. So there will be, maybe $1 or $2 additional cost just simply because the hot tub was running 3 more days on this billing cycle. The other is that this billing cycle, I did go down to 101 degrees Fahrenheit, roughly 38 Celsius on my tub as far as the temperature, because quite honestly, the max temp of 104 it's just too warm. In these ambient temperatures in the 80 to 90 degree Fahrenheit range, you're in the tub at 104 Fahrenheit, you start feeling like a boiled lobster. So, it's a bit warm. So it probably does impact the electrical bill a bit. It would be a little bit higher if I were maintaining it at 104, because obviously the heater has to run a bit more to maintain a higher temp. So keep that in mind as you're factoring in costs. Keep in mind as well that I am running in an area where it has a pretty favorable electrical rate. I think my average is roughly 8.3 cents per kilowatt hour. So pretty favorable compared to most folks out there in terms of what they pay for their rate for power. So some things to consider are that I am doing currently a comparison between what I used to do, which was to turn off the tub at night and then turn it back on during the heat of the day. What I'm doing now is I'm running it at a consistent 101 Fahrenheit. I don't turn it off, turn it down, or anything. I just run it at that temp and just see where it goes. So that's kind of what I'm going to do over the next couple of months, and just kind of track the electrical costs and see how much of an increase there is, as well as, doing comparisons there. My highest electrical bill that I had was about $150 when I was turning it off, and my current electrical bill came in at about $101. So thus far, there does seem to be a reasonable impact as far as running the hot tub all the time as opposed to turning it off at night. But keep in mind, in my area, it cools down a fair bit at night, as included in that range. So my tub could drop by as much as 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit in a given night. So that's a pretty significant drop. Folks who are only experiencing, maybe like a 2 to 3 degree drop in temperature would probably be in a situation where for them it might make sense to turn it off at night, because basically they aren't really losing any temp, and it wouldn't take much to get their heater back up to where they want. So it just kind of depends on your area, where you live, and how much your temperature drops on your tub as to whether or not it's worth it to keep it running all the time or to turn it off at night. Personally, I love running it all the time. It's a lot less hassle for me. One less thing I have to remember to, turn off the tub or try and set that clumsy timer on my lazy spa. So anyways, just for me, it just seems to work out better to run my tub all the time. Now, that said, however, I am going to be going through what would be my highest electrical usage bills over the next couple of months. July and August in the Northern Hemisphere are usually really high electrical costs because AC units are running a lot because it gets pretty hot. So it will be interesting. I will continue to track it for the next couple months and just kind of see how it goes, give people an idea of, just kind of my experiences with it and the different things that affect the electrical costs. And that's all I got, and thanks for watching.